It's finally time, everybody, to play my game. We might even get through the first floor today. I can't promise that we'll do that. It's full of bugs. It's full of... it's not balanced at all. Sometimes you just get screwed over by bad luck. And yeah, we'll see how far we get. And I'll explain the systems and everything as we go. I'm not gonna go through like all the most basic stuff, like yeah, it's turn-based and you have simultaneous turn. Like go back and watch the previous videos if you want to go through the absolute basics. But I'm gonna at least go through, I think, the crafting system again, just to reiterate how that works. And then we're gonna talk about all the new things that I've added to the game since last time, which is actually a lot. So first of all, we're gonna fight this unknown skeleton. As per usual, he's ready to tangle, so let's just bang, douche. And he's of course rigged to have absolutely no HP, die to even our unarmed damage of 20, and yeah, let's go into the crafting menu. He gives 50 weapon scraps and 10 alchemical reagents, which is exactly enough to create 1 potion and 1 sword. And the potion is also completely reworked, so we're gonna see how that works later on. So first of all, let's craft this sword. And yes, also here there is a speed slider now, because sometimes the animations were a little bit sluggish. Like, it's kind of good in the beginning when you're not used to all the cards and what they do, but when you're an experienced developer like myself, it's kind of nice to be able to go up the fast. And I think for more experienced players also gotta be very nice to have a fast speed option. Anywho, okay, so the cards, just to reiterate how this works. We get to play things in rounds. And different items have different rounds, which means that the more rounds you get to play, the more powerful of an item you can create. And this stacks in many ways. First of all, I mean, you can play more cards, because every round you get to play 1 card. But also you can influence these cards in multiple ways. As for instance, you can get banners, which is something which stays between rounds and has positive effects on things that you craft. And also you can level up your cards, so this leveling up stays for the entire crafting of that item. When you create the next item, of course, it's not going to stay for that item also, but it's going to stay for the item that you craft. So top row here is the stats that we're going to add, and that's going to depend on what we are crafting. So for now for instance, we're crafting a weapon, which means that almost everything is going to have damage. There are a couple of things which have off stats, as for instance this card has armor. Because this has armor and everything. Like, that's kind of the idea behind the card, that certain cards allows you to craft a different stat onto an item which usually wouldn't allow it to have that. So for instance, this card allows you to play armor on offensive items, and then there's also a card which allows you to play to craft damage on defensive items. So there are cards like that also. So we're gonna add damage, or we're gonna add armor. My suggestion here is that we add damage, because if you add armor, it's not gonna end up well. Not gonna end up well. If you have a weapon with no damage, the game is really difficult. It's already difficult. I probably need to tune down the difficulty, but on the other hand, I'm going to add skills later on, so you're going to be more powerful than you are right now, because now the only thing you can do is, you know, basic attack them down. It's not the most powerful thing ever. So then they also have triggers, or some cards have triggers. There's 2 types of effects, which is not the thing up here, the stats that you craft. So there's triggers, which happens when you play the card, or triggers can trigger other triggers, as for instance this thing triggers other cards. And then there's the on draw effect, which means that whenever you draw that card, something happens, and that depends on the card what's going to happen, of course. Level up mechanic, I talked about that briefly. Level up, of course, makes the cards a little bit stronger, means that the trigger might change on the card. For instance, the abilities get better. The higher level they are, you get stronger abilities. As for instance, this card draws 3 cards, but when leveled up to level 2, it draws 4 cards, and 5 cards, and 6 cards, and so on, depending on how much it's leveled up. And also the stats get better. As for instance, now it gives 15 damage, and then maybe next level it gets 20 damage, and then 25, and so on. So it's very, very good to stack these level ups. And of course, the more crafting rounds you have, the more you can level up cards, better items you can create. And that's the entire idea. So let's play this card. It's gonna add 15 damage, and then it's going to trigger the thing to the left here, which is gonna give us a random banner, and then it's gonna to level up all the cards in your hand. So why it doesn't matter if you level up cards in your hand? Well, that's of course because they stay for the next round. So if you happen to draw into one of those cards which you leveled up in a previous round, you're gonna have them already leveled up. So, here it is. Badoosh. And then it's first gonna trigger to get us a banner. We're gonna get extra health banner, which is kind of crap on a weapon, but sure. And then we level up everything. Cool. Hopefully we're gonna get, like, yeah, a little bit more damage than we have now. We have 22. It's fine. We're gonna play Dark Depths. What this is going to do is going to give us 15 damage. It's going to draw us one card, and then we're gonna play a random card without triggering it. I think I showed this card last time also, but I think it's a little bit fun because you get to see a dice also. And we have a draw into the thing which level up, which is really nice. And then we get number 4, 61 damage. That's actually pretty good. And 111 health, actually, because we got that random health banner. A little bit weird to have a lot of health on this sword, but why not? Why not, I say. So a lot of health and 61 damage. So I've tried to set this up so that you get somewhere with the beginning cards that you get. You get somewhere between 40 and 80 damage. Like somewhere in between there. Like you can get really lucky and get more than 80 damage. And you can get screwed over and get like 35 damage or something like that. In the absolute worst case. And then it's almost gonna be impossible. I think if you have like 35 damage. You need about 50 for things to feel fine. But we'll see. I'll balance that later. Anyways. This menu we've seen before. But we haven't seen this thing here. One card costs 20% sanity, so we can pick up a card here and add that card to our deck. But if we do, we're gonna pay 20% sanity, and the less sanity you have, it's kind of like in Darkest Dungeon, you know, the darkness mechanic. So less sanity you have, the harder monsters you're gonna face, the less you're gonna crit, the more they're gonna crit, the more they're gonna resist your attacks. Everything's gonna be bad essentially, except for one thing: they're gonna drop more loot. So, do you want more loot or do you want harder enemies? What do you want? So, it's a little bit, you know. It's a little bit that thing. Anyway, I don't think that any of these are exactly what we want. Like, these are all a little bit more like late game cards, like Cult Leader. We can sacrifice all our banners and get a random stat. That means like we're building like a banner deck essentially. And that's like an end game card for that. This gives just a random stat. I don't think that any of these are really good early game cards. So we're just gonna click return. We're not gonna pay any sanity. And then we're gonna go and check out our meter here. So we have 5 stats. Before, of course, we had many more stats. We used to have like charge damage, things like that. I've consolidated all damage stats into just one damage. Makes it so much easier. So much easier to understand what's going on, and it didn't add really anything to have like multiple damage stats. It didn't, I don't know. I feel like I want as few stats as possible, but all the stats are really unique. Is what I'm going for here. So health, of course, health, very easy to understand. Damage is damage. Armor is an amount subtracted from the damage that you take. Leech is how much life you get back when we hit something, and summoning is a stat which is not, I mean, it's in the game, but it's not really implemented yet. It's going to determine how many summons you get when you use a summoning ability. So summoning ability is not, you know, implemented in game, but you're going to get that later. The damage is going to scale up your damage, but the amount you get is going to scale up the summoning. So a summoner want to have a lot of summoning and probably a lot of damage also, but might not prioritize that much health. But for instance, a more paladin-like character might go for health and damage, for instance, because they need to soak a lot, or maybe armor and damage, or something like that, or leech and damage, something like that. So sanity, yeah, you start at 0% increased drops, and then when you are at 0% sanity, you get 66% drops. But the enemies get very hard at low sanity. So you don't really want to go down too low sanity. I think early game it's very difficult to do, from my experience of this game so far. Like maybe later on, or when we've already like almost completed one level, It can be a good thing. Also, we can see our cards now. If we press R here, we can see our cards. These are the cards that we have in our deck. But yeah, let's go out and fight. And let's try and survive for a little bit at least. Okay. Smack this guy down. I think it's good to create a healing potion here also. We're gonna create a healing potion and I'm gonna show you how the speed works. So now let's drag up the speed to maximum and let's just play this. Draw a card, play a card at random. That leveled up all our cards. And now we got 475 health on this potion. Unfortunately, I don't have a health potion like down. I want to have the health potion somewhere around here and have like a hotkey for health potion, but I don't have that yet. Also, they are completely reworked. We're gonna drink a healing potion soon, but we are not low on HP, so I'm gonna show you how that works when we get to that. Here's another coffin. I don't know why these cards are a little bit too much to the right here, but that's fine. We're gonna pick up this card, I think. It's played whenever it's drawn. I think this is a really good early game card, so let's pick that up. Another bug to add to my bug list, why that was a little bit not centered. Let's walk here and see. Okay. Here's the Templar. Let's smack him down. Smack you, I say. And now you can see also how the stats have changed, by the way. So now you can see that we have 3% increased drops. That's not too much. The enemy crit chance has gone up to 7% and the resist chance up to 8%. So not too much. It's like a exponential curve. So not too much happens in the beginning. Like you get... Like losing a little bit of sanity is fine. But when you start losing like 80-90% of your sanity, the game gets insanely difficult. And that's kind of to push it into a conclusion, you know. When you eventually get down to too low sanity, you're supposed to either die or get a lot of loot, essentially, because both of those things are gonna happen. We don't want to drink the small healing potion yet. We are not that damaged yet. Also, if you wonder how does it work with these enemies, because sometimes they seem to appear out of nowhere, and that's because we have the ambush mechanic now in this game. So enemies are in rooms, just like in Diablo, like they've already spawned into certain rooms, but then there is a pool of enemies which are not in a particular room, but they are used for the ambush mechanic. So some enemies will ambush you within certain intervals, and it's random how long that's gonna take and when they're gonna attack and stuff like that. And that makes it so that you won't just stand around and heal for too long. For instance, there's an ability here called Prayer. And if you use this ability, you're going to lose some sanity, but you're going to regain HP, but your vision is going to be reduced to 0 while you do this. So if we press this now, you can see our sanity drops down, but we are healing while we're doing this. But we have no idea what's going on there, so we might very well get ambushed and attacked, and that's exactly what happened. This guy attacked us, and we took 70 damage. So what you could do, of course, is that you can pray for a little bit and then just wake up and, you know, look around and pray a little bit and so on. So that's kind of to disincentivize that, and also so that you can't just stand around and craft and create healing potions without being aware of your surroundings. Which I think is because crafting also takes time, of course. Crafting is done in turns, so it also takes a game turn to do one crafting round. So smack this guy down. Also, I think you can see there's some new particles and there's a little bit of knockback on the enemies, so it looks a little bit better when you hit things. Let's go to this thing. Take your cards on the side of this card. This is actually really good, this card. But nah. It's good, but nah. I don't want to go too low in sanity. We're already at 66, because I wanted to show you how this works. And this is kind of an emergency heal. You don't want to use this that often, but yeah, it's kind of like a last resort. If you're really, really low on HP and you don't have enough reagents to craft a healing potion, you can always trade a little bit of sanity for some HP. So let's see here. We need 2 more alchemical reagents to get another potion. Or have we even used a potion yet? Oh, we haven't even used a potion yet. And now I aggroed a lot of dudes. So now what I'm gonna do is gonna try to run back, but I might get ambushed, as I said. This is also like a tactic which is really good, is just standing in doorways, because they can't go through each other. But now this hasn't happened, but you could get ambushed from behind in this situation. So it's not as good as it was before I implemented the ambush mechanic. So now possibly something could arrive from behind us here, and now we're kind of sandwiched between two enemies, if that happens. Okay. So there's a lot of enemies, okay. Berserker, we're kind of low now, 242 HP. I think it's time to drink our healing potion there. And you're supposed to not drink these during combat now. They are cancelled on taking damage, they have a 5-turn duration, and if you drink multiple healing potions, just the duration and amount healed stacks. So you get a very long duration for that heal. As you can see, we have 5 turns. When we spend a turn, it ticks down and we get a little healing. Shrink, shrink, shrink. And now the entire healing potion is spent and we're up to 600 HP, and we can create another potion here actually. And we have speed fast again, if you're wondering why everything is so freaking fast. The speed fast, kinda good. Kinda good to have that option behind them. Okay, 600 healing on this potion, that's kind of nice. We'll save that for a rainy day. And go and smack this guy. Douche. Okay, here's another mechanic. So there are these statues scattered around everywhere essentially, and if you pray at the statue you get a little bit of sanity down, back. Stand the back, I mean by down. Down. Oh, here's another bug. You can see his health meter through here. I'll fix that later. So sanity is now 66%, but if I pray here it will go up to 75. It should be 76. What? Okay, there might be some bugs, everybody. Fix that later. What? How is that even possible? Okay. Sure. It's supposed to add 10. How did it add 9? Like, I guess I messed something up. Okay. Okay, so now we're kind of low. 152 HP. I think we need to consume this healing potion. Okay, there's another dude though, so back off. Hey, let him come to us. That's why we're using the weight thing here. So smack him. Do we have enough to? Yeah, we actually have enough to create a chainmail. Let's see. We walk here. I think we'll. No, we'll kill this guy first. And here you can see orange on the map is the stairs down to the next level. So if we now go into crafting, we can craft both a potion. I think we need both. We need both a potion here. We're gonna need a potion. What gives the most healing? This gives the most healing. Okay. Let's go see, everything is really fast when they have the fast mode on. That's also pretty nice. Okay, so we create a chainmail. And what do we want here? Actually, I'm kind of tempted going for the Archlich here, even though we can get more health. But I don't think we have enough healing potions to heal up all this health long term anyways. I think I'm just gonna go for a little bit of leech actually. Go for the Archlich. It's 1 leech. Not that much, but it's something. And let's see here. Here we have... I think we just go for 1 armor actually. Go for 1 armor, see if we can draw something nice. No. Okay. It's something, you know. 1 armor, a little bit of... and also our character model updated, of course. Everything has unique 3D art. So I should try happen. And we could travel down there and go to the next level, but we're not gonna do that because we're not ready. And we can't pray here, of course, again to get sanity back. So let's go into here and consume. Take this away. It's starting to become a game. Like slowly but surely. It's not balanced at all. Like there's way too many of these things where you get extra cards. I think the enemies deal too much damage. And there's too much variance in how much damage you get on your starting weapon. There's like a lot of issues so far. And also I haven't balanced at all, like the costs here for different items, not well balanced at all, but we'll get to that later. We'll make this guy come to us. Another bug here, we can't see his name. I should have had a list or something with bugs. I guess I can watch this episode again or something. All the bugs. Okay, so do we have another healing potion? No. Can we craft another? No. Well, that's fine. We'll just continue. Two dudes here. Smack. Ooh, that's a good crit. And right there. Badoom. So if you see the green number here is the leech that we have. We only have 1 leech point, but we get 1 HP back now whenever we hit something. We still don't have enough to craft something, so this fire here, we don't want to walk into the fire because then we take damage, so we're just gonna use the wait function. Wait. It's 10 turn duration on that fire. And we can pray here and get back our sanity. And now, you know, don't get that many extra drops, but also our enemies don't have that high crit chance, so that's good. Let this guy come to us. Okay. Usually you want to kill the berserkers before the Templars. Templars deal a little bit less damage than the berserkers. Otherwise there's no real difference. Also you can see that there's a little bit of knockback. I don't know if I mentioned that. And also there's some new particle effects for the swings. Okay. We don't have enough to create a potion yet. One more enemy and we can do that. But we can create some gloves. I think we really need armor, honestly. We are really low on armor, so let's do this. Level up everything in our hand. And maybe get some leech or something. Okay, play that card. Nice. Nice. Okay, I think we'll go for just... probably this, though. 2 random stats could be really nice if we get something. Okay, 1 damage, 1 leech, 1 armor. Okay. Interesting set of things here. This thing really has... it's everything, okay? Put that on. And go and investigate here. Okay. Besides, I don't really like any of these. Why did you put them in the game, you say? I put them in the game because some of them are like really good late game. I think I haven't really got to the late game, but theoretically they should be good in late game. And also, I mean, you don't want every card to be perfect every time. Okay, we'll skip that card. On those cards. Okay, so we need to kill 1 enemy so we can create a healing potion there. Okay, so there's 1 dude. Let him come to us. We are healing a little bit and we have a little bit of armor now, so we get a little bit less damage, not, you know. Okay, play that card, good. Play that card, nice. I get a random stat. Random stats on potions, since potions can only have health, will always give health, but they will give a random amount of health instead. That's how that works. Oh my god, 700. Okay, we rolled good on that. We rolled good. Nice. So we just consume this potion. We were kind of close to death otherwise, so kind of lucky. Good. We're healed up to almost full. Let's see. Pray here. Up this. We're doing good, honestly, this round. We're doing really good. Let's see if we can find something. Some more enemies. Smack this guy down. In most cases, like running away, since there is this ambush mechanic is implemented, doesn't really work in this game. Like, yeah, sure you can try, but you're gonna die really, really quickly if you just try running around and kiting enemies. There's gonna be like ambush into another ambush, into another ambush, into another ambush. So in most cases, you kind of want to be effective with how you use your turns and get as much done in as few turns as possible, essentially. Okay, and also if you can make these guys walk into the fire, they take damage. That's kind of cool. Let's check out this thing though. Pick the person last cards. Get 1 random banner. This card is kind of good. But nah. Nah! Why'd you decide on these cards? I guess there's some cards which might need buffing. Like the things which requires you to sacrifice a banner. There's like 3 or so of those cards. When you don't have many cards which creates banners, and you have something with cry balance, I think they probably need to get buffed. Like, you need to get a much better effect when you sacrifice something for that. Because it's kind of difficult. At least in the early game, it's difficult to do that. Try and smack. Oh my god. Nice. And then this guy just fumbled on his attack. And we can't create a potion. We're kind of close to being. As you can see also, there's way too many of these where you can get cards. There should probably be way less. When drawn, get one random stat, or when drawn, draw one. I think get one random stat. It's nice to go down a little bit in sanity. Okay, but now we go up in sanity. Nice. Nice. And let's see here. Let us see. Go through this door. I'm watching the minimap here because sometimes it's really dark in this game. I know I've designed this game, but still, a little bit difficult sometimes to see. Okay, smack this guy down. Badoosh. Am I recording also? It would be hilarious if it wasn't. Okay, I am recording. Okay. I wanted to find peace of mind, and also I wanted to find these guys there. Oh, by the way, we are very low here. Okay, we should probably craft a healing potion. And these two. Let's play this and that. Nice, that's a really nice healing potion. You're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Okay. Consume this. Go back here and just wait a little bit in this corner. Nice. So we're almost fully healed there. The sanity is almost restored also. Nice. Okay. Berserker. Smack. The tank. Duke. Bashnunk. There's another dude coming there. Okay, sure. Dish. Badish. Badabadoosh. Nice. Okay. Okay, get one random stats. I think we'll go for the Infernal Contract then. We're kind of high on sanity, like medium level. And you don't really want to go down to like 50%, below 50% sanity, but because then things start getting difficult. Okay, we investigate this. Ooh, my god, though. Really like this, getting more damage. I think pick this up. 50%. Let's see our stats here. Okay, so they have a 70% chance to crit, 20% chance to resist. I need to find somewhere to restore our sanity here. We have a lot of slots where we have nothing also. Okay. Okay, we'll smack you down. How long? Okay, 3 enemies and then we get a potion. We can also try to create a new weapon here. We can actually do that. Because we have 70 weapon scraps. I think we'll craft a new weapon. Possible. Okay. So in this case, just go for 22 damage there. See if it's gonna be better than the last one. We'll see. Okay. 36. Actually, it's gonna be worse. The one we already have. No, we get the armor from it, but... okay. I'll do this. Maybe. Lucky. 58. What do we have on our weapon? Might actually be better than the one we have. Let's see here. This has 61. But this also has 2 armor and 4 leech. I think this is better. We just drop our last weapon. And do we have gloves? We do. We don't have leggings. So let's craft some legs also. Nice. A lot of things we give health. I think we want the blue armor here. So we level up everything in hand. I think that's the way. Drop another time. Nice. Level up everything. Kind of want armor, honestly. I think we'll go over this. Okay. Got some more health there. Nice. And some decent pantalons. Nice. Getting somewhere. Getting somewhere. Still, we're kind of close to that healing potion. Let's see. There's nothing here? Really? Okay. There are big chests where you can get cool effects in, which I wanted to show you also. Alright. Smack this guy down. Oh my god. Be strong though. 163. We might want to go for a little bit of praying here. Maybe. Let's see here. Okay, so here's a chest. We're gonna open the chest. Okay. And I don't know why this was vibrating, but... Okay, so here we get a choice here. We can upgrade a card, which means that that card will get permanently upgraded from our library. So it will start the game. Every time we start a crafting round, it will start upgraded one level. And if it's already upgraded one level, it will be a level 2, a level 3, a level 4, and so on. So we can upgrade the cards with this. We can remove a card from our library with this, but it costs a lot of sanity. And I think we have 54% sanity, so we don't really want to go with that. We can get a crafting recipe, a random recipe. But it costs 5% sanity. I think that's what to go for. Like, we picked up a lot of really good cards earlier. So I think we just want to go for a crafting recipe this time. Because we don't have that much sanity to waste there. So we'll just go for this. What do we get? We get the High Priest's Dragon Helm. Okay. So that's actually really good. 4 turns to craft. So this is a really, really good helm. And how much does it cost to craft? 50 armor scraps, okay. Chris, did you balance that? Yeah, I balanced. Just balanced. I just didn't think about how I balanced it. Okay, so we kind of need to defeat one enemy to get a healing potion. But I think we need to do a little bit of praying here. So that we're not too low. Oh my god, and then I switched. Okay. Kind of low. Okay, now I think that's enough. Sanity 37. My god, they have 30% chance to resist, 25% crit. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. I think we can do this. Unfortunately, I don't have a button so I can see the map bigger. That's one of the next things I'm going to implement. Like, you can only see the small minimap here, but it would be nice if you could see, like if you could enlarge this minimap in some way. That's going to be the next thing. Okay, so let's go and open this door. Okay, there's some dude in there. But if we kill that guy, we're going to get enough for a healing potion. So he comes here, smack. We have a lot of healing here. Now, like, we have 7 healing for every time he hits us, or we hit him. He's resisting a lot of our attacks, though, unfortunately. But now we have enough to create a healing potion. And we're definitely gonna do that. And we have these things, which are working in our PBR, yeah. Trigger cards on the sides, that's not gonna do anything. It doesn't matter what we pick here. Let's pick this. Badoosh. And we'll create a healing potion. Go in here, gonna consume this potion. We're just gonna wait a couple of turns. Get a little HP. Okay, so we're up to 700 now. Kind of happy. Kind of happy. Here's another chest. Oh, we missed this last time. I think we'll open this other one. Okay, so it will only show you the things which have enough sanity to use. So now, since our sanity is so low, we can't get the remove card option because that, that would be more sanity than we have. I think we go for another random recipe. Arm plate. Oh, that's also really good. 3 turns to craft this. Also cost 50. Come on, Chris! Why did I... 50? Why did I put it on 50? I don't know if there's even any more enemies left. I think we go down to the next floor. Unfortunately, the next floor is going to be, exactly the same as the first floor, but there's going to be more enemies there. Okay, there's some duders. This guy, smack him down. Good. We are getting stronger, but being this low on sanity makes it so that we feel like we're about the same, because everything feels stronger also. I think that we're fighting. I think go down to the next level just to show you how it looks, and then we'll probably end it there because there's not that much new stuff really. Like now, I wanted to show you actually how you upgrade cards and how you remove cards from your deck, how that looks. I mean, it doesn't look that weird or anything. You just get to see your entire library and then you click on a card which you want to remove, so might not be super. And also, yes, it's very annoying. Now I know the layout of this map, but imagine navigating this if you don't know the layout of the map, because I played this already. You need to be able to watch this minimap in like full screen or something. But let's go down here just to show you. So it has a little bit of a long loading time here, I would say. A little bit of a long one. I don't know how many seconds that was. Usually like 5-6 seconds to load into the next thing. Can pray there, get a little bit of sanity back though. Oh my god. Already, what? Already, okay, there's a bug. 3 of them? Spawn next to each other, okay. That also probably has to be dealt with. I mean, this is a little bit too much. 3 in the same room. Anyways, that's all for the game so far. Oh my god, 35 minutes. I thought this would be like 5 minutes. I didn't have any gameplay, I thought, but thanks so much for watching, everybody. Next time, hopefully we'll have more gameplay, more stuff to do. See you next time. Thank you.